Hey guys, welcome to your Twin Flame Collective reading. Sorry about the voice. I've been down a little bit with a bug, but we will prevail. We will prevail, okay? So let's see the messages for the Twin Flame Collective. What energies is the collective dealing with and will be dealing with? Okay. All right. And on the bottom of the deck we do have the Chariot. Okay. So let's see the clarifiers before we dive in deeper. Let's see the clarifiers for the collective. All right. All right. Interesting. Let's see the final clarifiers. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck we have the Star. All right. So we clearly have mirroring right from the get-go. At the core of our reading, we do have the Ace of Cups clarifying the Ace of Cups, which to me feels like a very warm energy, very like a warm, soothing, enveloping energy. And as I was shuffling the cards, Spirit gave me the phrase brand spanking new beginning. Brand spanking new beginning. So I'm getting a strong energy here of this is a segment of the collective I'm tapping into where you and your twin flame have had interactions in the past during this 3D experience, okay? Childhood sweethearts perhaps, or classmates when you are in school at some point, or even in kindergarten, neighbors at some point in your childhood. So it's that energy of young energies connecting at first, vibing very well with each other. Of course, at such a young age, you wouldn't have the awareness, perhaps, at the conscious level, but there was much more energetic awareness of each other's importance. And I am seeing now these energies which have connected so deeply in the past are now slowly awakening to that deep level of connection in the present. And I would say that one of your energies is a little bit further along than the other one on the path towards acknowledgement and understanding and true aware consciousness of your bond. But even though one of you is more consciously aware of your twin flame connection, both of you are very emotionally invested in each other. So this is a very rich sort of emotional investment in each other. So it wouldn't surprise me if this would be people who have kept in contact for years and years and years, even if they perhaps were moved one of them or both of them moved away, and they were like countries apart, even in some cases. These would be souls which remained tapped into one another, and that energy lingered of checking in every now and then, staying in touch. It doesn't have to be a romantic sort of connection at that point, even though the basis of your soul bond is very clearly a twin flame and therefore a romantic type of connection. But what comes more to the forefront for me in this connection is the depth and the richness of the emotional investment in each other. True, authentic, limitless, I would say, emotional investment. And now, based on that level of emotional connection and putting together experiences you've had in your 3D lives, that's slowly calling both souls here towards connecting truly as you are meant to connect as twin flames. Because I am seeing a vested interest in connecting at a more, I would say, clear level, connecting at a level which becomes more clearly a romantic type of connection rather than perhaps a friend, best friend, childhood friend energy. So somewhere here in the past there was this sort of energy of unclear emotional ties, fluid boundaries, uncertainty. One of you might have felt like you have a crush on the other one. At that particular point, perhaps the other one didn't feel that way, but they did feel that way at some different point in time, So it's those kinds of issues where you have two souls continuously gravitating around each other, but it takes kind of a lot of work on each of yourselves to spin in such a way that you come together truly. There's a lot of spinning around each other, just a little bit off vibe, right? And then something here feels like an awakening, an awareness. For some of you, it could be the fact that one of you becomes, for instance, divorced or became divorced or ran into some sort of legal issues, for instance. And something about that event was so jarring for the twin going through it and for the other twin experiencing the kind of the whiplash, I would say, of those difficulties, that something triggered an awakening, something triggered an epiphany here in the connection. And now there's a vested interest in both sides to actually come together and make this connection something clearer, something better defined. The nature of your love for each other was never, is never, and will never be in question for either of you. In fact, it's more of packaging, if you'd like, issue. What label do we put on this connection, and how willing are we at this point in time to truly invest fully in how we feel for each other? And that's pretty much what's changing here. That's what's coming to the surface here. The boundaries, the limitations, the self-limitations of the past are now slowly being grown beyond, and you are both opening up to the nature of your love, to the nature of your bond, and to actually embracing it and celebrating it and honoring it to that extent. So that's the energy I'm feeling here. Now let's hear your advice from Spirit in the situation. Let's see what's the advice from Spirit in the situation. Of course, believe and succeed, right? You have a clear path ahead. You are being guided by the light. You are being guided by your bond, by your spiritual twin, by your spiritual teams, but your twin as well, of course. And on the bottom of the deck we have the Observe card, which talks about looking deeply within, connecting with your true spiritual self, and just having the courage and the openness and the flexibility to look within, to observe what is within you, the truth of your love for each other, and simply embrace it as it is, without trying to modify it or trying to make it fit into this box or this other box. No, it's a question of simply looking within, embracing your findings, and living based on your truth in an authentic way with each other. Opening up with each other about it, that's going to be a major step along the way. And I do see communication coming in about just the process, the experience of your twin's journey, your own journey, how you are managing this kind of epiphany phase of your connection. So this feels like a very comforting energy, and I'm really loving to bask into it right now, because it feels like that very soothing, very loving, very caring, comforting energy, like a warm hug. And your twin flame journey, of course, is going to involve and has involved struggles as well, because that's the nature of the process. But to feel so clearly that you have someone truly by your side at every step, and having that awareness ever since childhood for some of you, or young age, teenage years, I would say, at the very least. It feels like such a solid, warm, comforting presence, and it truly feels like a blessing, because for you, for this collective I'm tapping into right now, there was never a feeling of being alone. There was never a feeling of being abandoned. There was never a feeling of being misunderstood by everyone, or entirely cut out of any pattern or behavior of everyone else. No, you always had each other. You were always a solid unit, a team. You were always aware of your twins' investment, emotional investment in you, and always aware of their protective love, I would say, which feels truly like a balm to the heart, right? So this is your advice from Spirit. Keep going forward. You are on the right path towards breaking the final barriers, overcoming your final limitations, and truly connecting with each other at the level you've always loved each other. Now, in the extended, we are going to take a deeper look at this energy and see what's going on for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine specifically. I hope you will join me there. If not, I'm sending you my highest vibes of unconditional love and support, and we'll be seeing you soon, okay? Bye!